Howdy.
Howdy.
Turns out you don't play hit in the
sensitive areas in the
because they will
differential.
The differential. Daryl, if you're out there, you'll know who you are. You know what the differential is. If you hit somebody in the differential, they're going to come after you in Commander.
They will. Badly.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I've got a. That's from my childhood. Calling it the differential.
Yeah. I learned my lesson. He moved into it. I mean, it's not really my fault.
Well. Anyway, we're trying to come up with a funny anecdote. So anybody out there got a funny anecdote? Charles.
Charles, how are you, sir? Charles trying to trade cards off me by text earlier today. So.
Was he?
Yeah.
And he turns out he has to work. He can't come to our invite draft, so that's too bad. I've got 2 slots left. I'm waiting to hear from 2 more people. So anyway, we're letting Alan push all these buttons.
I'm pushing a lot of buttons.
All this stuff out, and I'm trying to keep y'all busy by. I'm not gonna hum or sing this week. I think I sang last week.
You sang last week,
yeah,
dear God.
So this week, not so much. This week, I had a good week, though.
It has been a good week.
Any week I get to see the grandkids is a good week. So, you know. I still haven't seen Sage in a while. I need to see him. Got to see Tristan today. Had a little girl a few days ago.
What Sage? Who's Sage? What?
She's growing like a weed, man. Shirley posted up something where she was 8 months a year ago, and it's like, good golly, Miss Molly.
Yeah, it's like they get bigger every day.
It's like a lifetime ago is what that was, let me tell you.
It was.
She's starting to walk and talk and have her own opinions about everything. Bought her a little toy phone a couple weeks ago. Took a picture and shared it out. She was on that thing as soon as we got home. I don't know what she was saying or who she was talking to, but man, it seemed important. I tell you. She was on the couch just like, she just had it, you know, just like a big person. I don't know what they were going on about. Probably talking about me.
Probably.
Are you done hitting buttons yet?
I am.
You getting close anyway? All right. So, hey, howdy, guildies and guildettes, because that's what I call y'all. If you're just tuning in to watch the show, this here is Alan.
That's me. This is Darren, my father.
We is related. And we're going to be bringing you another mighty fine installment in our never-ending quest to bring you all the latest in gaming news. This week is no different, so hang on for another fantastic ride. Of course, as always, we just finished up Commander. We had a couple pods going.
Had a couple pods.
Alan did get knocked out rather quickly with Malwu.
Malwu, yeah. Malwu came at me hard.
Malwu is aggressive.
Yes.
And Malwu took us all out, but it got him first, like,
turn
fast.
5 or 6. I don't know. It was
pretty
quick.
good. 2 hits. That's all it took.
2 hits. Yeah.
2 hits.
I had it coming.
Him hitting you, you hitting the floor.
Pretty much.
2 hits.
Kind of like when he hit my front yard.
Yeah. But then we had another good one that went pretty long.
Yeah, had a good full long game.
Everybody had a pretty decent chance for the most part on that. And then there was another group playing besides that.
They got 2 or 3 games in as well.
That's Commander on Thursday nights. Come out and play. It's free.
Commander League every Thursday, guys.
Tomorrow night, guess what?
Pioneer.
You're supposed to say what?
What?
It's Pioneer. And we want to see what you've been brewing. What you got coming? Bring us some Pioneer.
Yeah. Pioneer is like...
It's still open for brewing, man.
It is.
They shake up with the bannings.
They shut down the combos.
What do you got?
They shut down the combos, and there's...
$5 entry. We'll play 3 rounds, and you win a pack of Crisp Core Set 2021 for every round that you win. So come on out and play some, all right?
All right, well, guys, after that, Saturday night, this Saturday night, we're going to be the first for our back-to-back board game Saturday nights. Ooh.
Make me listen.
Yeah. It's going to be a big extravaganza back weekends full of board games. And plus, it's your last chance this coming up Saturday to do one of the Manticore paint and takes, which this week they are actually... They're not. They've moved again. They're not moved further down again.
I did move stuff around because I'm making room to put a bunch more minis in.
We moved where we're shooting from, and I was like, hey, those are actually right, but they're not. But that is the last weekend. You got a chance to win a $10 store credit if you take a picture with your Manticore after you get it painted.
I'll take the picture.
Yep.
Gotta paint it here.
Paint it here.
I got 3 people so far that have painted, besides my wife, who can't win.
Right.
I shared the pictures of hers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So she did a real nice job. You can too.
Yep.
Come out. It's only 20. Get the mini, all the paints. There's a lot of paint left over.
Yeah.
You can still paint some stuff after that. So.
Oh, yeah. It's a good way to teach to first get into painting, too, if you like painting minis.
Most assuredly.
Then next week, you're going to be on to a final Ikoria draft on September 4th. I got to figure out if I can get out of work. If we start getting ready for the 10th anniversary coming up after that, and we will be on to Zendikar Rising.
Yeah, September is a roller coaster ride.
Dude,
I'm calling it limited month. I want all your monies. Bring them to me in September. It's limited month. The Commander is the only constructed format all month.
That sounds awesome.
I hope it's awesome. I hope so.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing some retro sealed with some old Return to Ravnica kits that I've got. Limited numbers of those on the weekend we're doing it. We're going to try some Mini Master.
Oh. God, Mystery Booster is so awesome.
We're going to be doing, of course, the pre-release, which is sealed. The last weekend of the month will be Zendikar Rising draft weekend. I don't know what I might have missed in there, but there's a lot of limited coming over the weekends in September.
And we all know it's about the most fun you can have playing Magic.
And the biggest thing coming, and I should have grabbed it to show, is for the 10th anniversary on September 12th.
Yep.
If you are one of the 16 people who get an invite to the Chaos Draft, trust me, it's going to be crazy.
Amen.
I've got 14 confirmed. I got 2 more to go. Once I lock all those in, maybe I can get that shared out a week before or something. But I've got enough crazy packs for 16 people. I am playing in that. So that is coming.
All right, guys. And then after we draft Ikoria next Friday night, as I said, it's the second part of the back-to-back board game Saturday nights. To finish those up. And that's what we got going on for the next couple weekends. I'm excited. I wish I could make it. Maybe I can make it Friday night for an Ikoria draft. I don't know. I never got enough Ikoria in.
We didn't get to draft it as much, so I've been trying to put some extra ones on. It'll be the last one I'll be able to do that with, though. I do have a small restock of Jumpstart coming in tomorrow.
What? That's real?
That is a real thing. It's actually the second half to the first wave of Jumpstart because of the shipping and the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just now getting it. This is not a limited product. I want you guys to understand that. There will be more, but we don't know when it's going to get printed and when it'll get to us. It might be next month. It might be next year. I mean, it might be Christmas time. We don't know.
It has been limited by outside factors, not by WotC not wanting to print it. That's not the issue.
It's not the issue. So I just want y'all to know that. There will be more coming.
Yeah.
I did sell 1 box of what I have coming as a box, but I'm probably going to save the rest packs only because I have I've only got a couple boxes of it.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that anybody that wants to pick up a few packs gets it. But I had somebody that's been bugged, and I saw him in here earlier, but I won't call him out. So I don't know how many people's in there, so hopefully a few.
A dozen or so.
That's been bugging me, and they did get a box because they had been wanting some ever since I sold out.
Right.
So, but I'm gonna limit it to packs only from here out until I see how that goes. All right.
Yeah.
But that's the deal on it. There will be more, but it may be after the first of the year before we get them.
Yeah, we have no idea, but they're going to...
Absolutely none.
The demand for Jumpstart is through the roof, and people want it bad. They are going to make sure that it gets out there. They're not going to miss the opportunity to sell product.
They are, but printers only have so much space to print in. Shipping is behind. Zendikar Rising is coming. Commander Legends is coming.
Well, and one of the big things with Jumpstart specifically is because of the way it's set up with the Coalition and the special packs, only part of their printers can even print.
Not all the printers have the ability to make it. So I don't know where it's coming from, but not all of them can do it. So that's part of the issues with that.
Moving along, don't know if anybody's heard of anybody that plays Magic Online. They got Supreme Draft coming, which I've heard is going to be awesome. I do not play Magic Online, but I am more and more tempted as time passes to, if I was going to play an online platform, to choose that one.
It's called Ravnik Extravaganza.
Yes.
If I pronounce that correct.
I believe
it's a
you did.
made-up word, as all words are.
Right.
But you're getting 2 packs of 9 different Ravnica sets.
Yep.
No War of the Sparks.
Yeah.
And when you open those up, sorry, I'm stealing your thunder there, ain't I?
You're good. Go for
Because
it.
I didn't think you knew for certain what was going on there, the way you were talking.
No, I don't. I know that it's Ravnica, and I know you are taking 2 picks.
2 cards out of every pack, virtual pack, and the rest go in the dumpster.
Dumpster. Yep. They're phantom drafting it, so you're not keeping the cards. It's kind of like a mix of normal draft and cube, because the power level will be high, because you're taking only the best cards out of every pack are getting taken, and the pack's chucked.
Right.
So it sounds really cool. Like I said, I don't play any Magic Online. I heard about it. I know it's all Ravnica based, but yeah, I didn't catch that there wasn't even War of the Spark. I didn't know that part.
I'm not sure they told us why, but there's no War of the Spark.
Okay. I hadn't caught that part, but
I guess to keep the planeswalkers out of it, I don't know.
yeah, you won't have very many planeswalkers without that. You'll just have a few.
Yeah.
All right, and that kind of brings us on to a subject with them letting you take the 2 picks out of a pack. We've just had Double Masters come out where when you draft.
Then you drafted regular.
But you took 2 first picks, and we just got the info to drop for us on Commander Legends and how that's going to work. Drafting for Commander Legends is going to work that you're going to take 2 cards with each pick. They're 20 card packs. We knew that coming in.
Yep.
You're going to be drafting out of 3 packs like normal, but you're going to be trying to make a 60 card deck. So to try to keep cohesion together with being able to build a consistent deck and stay in your colors, essentially, you're going to be able to take 2 cards with each pick. And it seems like something that's happening a lot with 3 different formats in real quick succession that are double picking.
Yeah, I just got us thinking, what would that be like in regular draft?
Right. Say we sat down and drafted a Coria or something, you're taking 2 cards.
2 cards a pack.
That's really, It'd be cool. I mean, I think you'd build very much more cohesive decks.
I'm caught between you'd get better decks and you'd get worse decks.
That's true.
I'm caught between that because when you get down to the end of the pack, it's really bad, right?
Yeah,
you got to take 2 of those things, and then so I just wonder if it would make better decks or if the average would still be just
about the same. That may be fair because
we might have to crank one of those off just to check it out.
That would be interesting. It'd be fun to do. I've never even really thought about that, but with all this going on, it seems like something they're very interested in. Trying to let us do.
Alan and I really wanted to open some product for you for the 10th anniversary, and that's 2 weeks from tonight.
2 weeks from tonight.
Episode 82.
Will be the 10th anniversary.
10th anniversary of Grove Gamers Guild, September 10th, 2020. Be 10 years to the day.
We love breaking boxes for you. Enjoy watching it seems.
So, I went and I dug through the vault, as they say.
He actually has a vault, though. Shh. Oh, sorry.
And, yes, 10 years ago, Scars of Mirrodin came out. And I have conjured on to a box of Scars of Mirrodin, but I'm for the return to Mirrodin, or the return of the Phyrexians or something, and hold a draft with just that. I'm not going to do a box break on that. But I did find Mirrodin Beseiged, which came out in January of 2011. I found a box of faction packs from the pre-release for that. And those are kind of different, kind of cool, unique.
Oh, yeah.
Back then, we didn't get kits. That was before kits came along. We when we did sealed back then, you just got 6 packs. But this was a new thing they were trying. And in Mirrodin Beseiged, you had 2 factions. You had the Mirrans and the Phyrexians. So, in a 36-pack box for the pre-release, there were 18 packs of Mirran cards, 18 packs of Phyrexian cards, and when you came to the pre-release, you chose a faction.
Yep.
And then you got 3 packs of regular Mirrodin Besieged and 3 packs of your faction, and you opened those and you built decks. So, I have a box of these that I've had for almost 10 years. And we're going to do this auction style for this box break, not just sell the numbers. You're going to bid for the numbers. So, after this thing goes up tonight, it won't be immediately after, but once I get home, I will post up an event. Plus, I will have the sheet in the store here with all of the items, and you'll be able to bid. We're going to take bids on these numbers up to closing time next Thursday, and the winning bids will be locked in at that point. Now, you'll have until Saturday time. That's Saturday the 5th to pay for them. If all numbers are bought, paid for, I need to sell all the numbers, guys. Yeah. If all the numbers are bought and paid for by Saturday night, we're good to go. If not, I'll extend it until right before airtime, 2 weeks from tonight, if we need to get them. Now, you do need to be a local. I do need to know who you are to make a bid. I'm not just going to take bids from anybody, and you got to get in here and pay me for them after the auction closes, and then we will do this. If all that happens, 2 weeks from tonight, some Mirrodin Beseiged Faction packs. With the chances of pulling the big dogs are the sort of, I believe it's Feast and Famine and Blightsteel Colossus are two of the big things. Masker Worm's in there. The Phyrexian side has better stuff than the Mirrodin side. I'll tell you that. Yeah, we you got all the suns, Black Sun, Green Sun, all those. Yep. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. Yep. There really is.
And all these
Tezzeret is in there.
Yeah, all the different spot.
Yeah, some of the numbers, I've done some math.
You've done some math, so they start off.
All numbers are not created equal since we know all the cards. I've done some math.
We've done this before when we've auctioned off older boxes.
Auction numbers begin as low as $8 and go up to $20
for starting bids.
But these boxes go for about $300 on the the white market. Yeah. Just on the market. It's not the black market.
Just titty bang.
So $280, something like that. Yeah. I think the cheapest ones I maybe saw.
So the value is in the box.
I'm starting off the bidding at $145 or something total. Right. So anyway, that's going on. Come in and see me. Check it out on the Facebook page. Like I said, I'll create an event and put it up. I was going to get that done earlier. I didn't, so have a week to do it, all right? And this time it'll end in the evening time. I can't promise that you don't have to work then, but last time I did an auction, I had it end in the middle of the day, and there were some people that had a valid, so I'm trying to fix it this time. If you work at night, it may hit you. I'm sorry.
Right. No, that's fair. Well, guys, moving right along, actually did it. If anybody does play Arena and they play in Historic, Field of the Dead is gone. It's actually gone. They banned it. They actually banned it. They didn't say, oh, we're suspending it, we're unsuspending it. No,
they suspended it once.
Yeah, and unsuspended it.
Brought it back.
Because obviously, really, this card is just, it was innocuous at first, but if you look at it, and especially with the way they've printed Standard recently, with the ramp they've put into Standard, this card's ridiculous. The fact that they didn't at least make it a legendary land is what really is glaring to me a little bit. Like, the fact that you can put 2 or 3 of these on the field and just the amount of zombies you're making is
it's what keeps it from being totally broco in Commander.
Right.
I'm looking at you, Zach. I don't think Zach has a deck that it's not in, but I could be wrong. It's good.
It's good.
It's annoying, but it's not broken.
No. It's just...
Except in Zach's deck.
Yeah. It's solid value.
It is, and it's hard to deal with. And it's hard to counter. I mean, it's a land.
And smaller formats like Standard and even Historic, it's a major problem because the land removal isn't something that they really give us a lot anymore. They don't put that into Standard Magic much, and if they do, it's at a rate that
4 mana.
Yeah, or more. They gave us Field of Ruin. I think they put Ghost Quarter as well into Historic to try to help. But it's still just
not enough.
No, Cultivate was one of the cards that really, when you could cultivate and get a couple.
Oh yeah.
Our Promise, actually, I think with Amonkhet Remastered was just too.
coming. That's going to hit historic too.
Yeah, there's just no way.
We know that's coming.
There's no way Field of the Dead was going to be able to stick around. They've just pushed ramp. They've ramped to the very edge, and things are breaking. But on better news, away from bannings and on to things that they are going to let us have in the future. This got pushed back, I think, to December.
It was going to come out in September. Now it's pushed all the way back to December 4th or 5th.
Right. But Commander Collection Green got spoiled. We have seen all 8 cards now.
They wanted to do it at Command Fest, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it was all Commander.
Right, and if it was originally supposed to come originally when it was supposed to,
And no, I don't know how many I'm getting. I don't know what they cost.
Don't
ask me to pre-order one because you're not.
Yeah, we just don't know, guys.
I don't know. I won't know until November. Maybe the end of October. So on it, Potsy.
Right.
Woo!
But
that's an old reference.
But as for what's in this thing, it is pretty sweet. I have a gripe I want to get out.
It's
real
75% loaded.
8 cards, like a spell book. Commander Collection Green. 2 of these cards are not green. Not saying they're not good Commander cards, but they are not green. And that bugs me.
You want to get those out of the way?
They put a Soul Ring in here.
Because they put a Soul Ring in everything that says Commander on it.
Yeah, and they put a Command Tower in here. Now, the only thing I have to say for either one of these things is they both have really sweet new art that we haven't ever seen before. That's kind of cool. But other than that,
there is some green ink in the art. So
right.
I guess that's why they're green.
The Soul Ring art's really, both of them, it's just really good art. But new art's good.
Looks like a big lemon wedge. Or wheel.
But onto our green cards and our Commander Collection Green. We got Bane of Progress to start with. Which big, well, it's not big. It's actually just a 2/2 when you play it. Maybe.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. It's a 2/2 for 2 green and 4. But an elemental, but whenever it enters the battlefield, you destroy all artifacts and enchantments, and you put a +1/+1 counter on Bane of Progress for each permanent destroyed this way. And it's a good board wipe.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. They also gave us Frail Ice Land Wars Fury. That's a Planeswalker, 2 green and 3. That is 3 loyalty. And for a +2, create a 1/1 green elf druid creature token with tap at green.
Cool.
So make a land war elf.
Make land war elf.
-2, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
That's good.
Sounds good. -6, draw a card for each green creature you control.
Sounds real good.
And this and the Bane of Progress both came out in Commander products, so this can be your Commander, Frail Ice can. And I believe this is the first time we get a chance for foils of these two.
I believe that is correct. No. She would have come in foil, right? Or were they not doing that back then?
I don't think they were doing that when she came out.
Okay.
She'd been oversized foil.
That's fair. And I think it's only the second chance to get a Command Tower in foil. In foil. And,
I'm not sure.
After that,
the waters are getting muddy on these things.
And also, I do believe this is new artwork on all of these. Is the cool thing.
Is that math new?
It's very. I think it is. It may not be, but it's. Okay. I think it is.
Okay.
It's Omnath, Locus of Mana, the mono green one.
First ever version.
Right. Green and 2 for a 1/1 legendary elemental. You don't lose unspent green mana as steps and phases end. Cool. Omnath, Locus of Mana gets +1/+1 for each unspent green mana you have. Oh.
Nice.
It gets big quick.
He can be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen it. It can happen.
Without a doubt.
Now, this is definitely new art on Seedborn Muse.
Yeah.
2 green and 3. It's a 2/4 spirit. Untap all permanents you control during each other player's untap step.
It is good.
It is good.
Yeah.
I'm a green player, and I'm anti-Seedborn Muse. Crazy, right? It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. It gets overplayed, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, at least they banned Profit of Crew Fix or something, so you didn't have all that stapled on one card, you know?
Which one of those you want?
God. You mean the best part of this?
Yeah, we're getting to the juices.
I'll take the first one, let you handle the second one.
Okay.
This one, I'm just happy to have another. I've won another copy of this. Sylvan Library, guys. We're getting a reprint of Sylvan Library. If you play Commander and you play green, you probably know what this is and wish you had one if you don't already. It's a green and 1 enchantment. Beginning of your draw step, you may draw 2 additional cards. If you do, choose 2 cards in your hand drawn this turn, and for each of those cards, pay 4 life or put the card on top of your library. That wording is different than the original, I believe, and a little odd, but I get it. But yes, draw 3 cards. If you want to put 2 back, or pay 4 life.
In
for the ones you
Commander
don't.
with 40 life, it's really good.
Yeah. 4
I
life?
practically killed myself one night and was still in it after I'd paid 20-some life drawing extra cards.
Yeah.
Definitely play some fetches or some evolving wild stuff so that you can reshuffle.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
But this hasn't had very many reprints in a long time. I mean, it got printed.
No. I think if we want to talk about values, this card was north of 50 or 60 bucks.
Right. It was in Commander art. Hadn't had a reprint since like back in 4th edition. But this other one here.
Originally Legends.
Yeah.
Worldly Tutor, 1 green. That's an instant.
Yeah.
Search your library for a creature card and put the card on top of it. This hasn't seen the light of day since 8th or 9th edition.
It did have 1 reprint. That's right.
It's an uncommon. That's the last time it was known. This card was in the $30 or $40 range.
Yeah, it got a
So,
printing.
these 2 cards alone were like $100.
Yeah, it got a printing in Mirage, and then you're right, it did get one other. I forgot it got another reprint.
I got some
Mirage
reminded me because oh look, these are 6th or 8th or 9th edition uncommons, white bordered cards that are like $40.
Right.
Like, wow.
I thought Mirage was its only printing, but you're right, it did have a core set reprinting. That is our Commander Collection green, guys.
And we're telling you about it now, and we may have to tell you about it again in December, or the end of October, November. But
I'm pretty sure every one of these cards is a new piece of art, and they are all pretty sweet looking. Although the Sylvan Library is just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird, man. It's cool, but you know.
I really hope if they do a blue Commander collection and a red and a white and a black that they put 2 non-colored cards in those as well, because it feels a little jippy.
A little bit.
I'm just going to say it's a little jippy. It's Commander Collection green, and there's 2 non-green cards in it.
A year ago when we found out about this thing, I was betting money. I was putting money down that Oracle of Moldiah was going to be in here. They threw it at us in Jumpstart, though. They put Bloom Tender and Mystery Boosters, Azusa and Core 21,
and FYI for you, so if you don't watch Reblogatog, which is another show that we do, post up straight to YouTube, so check out Grove Gamers Guild YouTube channel if you want to check it out. We'll be recording it later, and it'll go up this weekend sometime. We will be talking about one of the things that Mayro answered, Mark Rosewater, head designer, is that if they made, somebody asked, and he basically confirmed that if they made Sol Ring today, it would, if they'd had colored artifacts back in the day, they could make a green artifact that cost 1 green that tapped for 2 colorless, or 2 colorless.
God, does that just not seem just? It still just seems broken to me.
But it wouldn't be as good. You couldn't play it in every deck that way.
It's true, but
we are getting colored artifacts now.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the people that try to claim Sol Ring, maybe one of the most powerful Magic card, just 1 mana into 2 mana. It's just
1 mana one time gets you 2 mana every turn, or more if you got like Voltaic Key or other shenanigans. All right, so let's move along.
This week I woke up one day I saw the Commander Collection spoiled to me, and I saw something about spoiled, and neither one of these were the next set coming out. All right. Which is Zendikar Rising.
Command Fest caused things to get a little weird. But we are going to talk just briefly about Zendikar Rising, because we have 2 spoilers from that if you haven't seen them yet. So we're going to talk about, they've spoiled 2 of the Planeswalkers. We know there's 3.
Right.
We know it's set on Zendikar. We know Nissa's in it.
Right.
We're not going to talk about the thing that we may have mentioned before, because we're going to talk about true spoilers, true previews. So we're only going to talk about cards that we know are in there. Alan, you want to start off with this one?
Yes, I will take this.
And then I'll take the blue thing.
All right. Well, Nahiri looks fun. Nahiri, Heir of Ancients. A white, a red, and 2. She starts at 4 loyalty. She has a +1. Create a 1/1 white core warrior creature token, and you may attach an equipment you control to it. Cool. All right.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's a plus.
That's a plus, and a free attachment of equipment's pretty good.
Does she protect herself? Yes. Does she protect herself with something that has a weapon? More than likely.
Yeah. You can -2, Nahiri, to look at the top 6 cards of your library, and you may reveal a warrior or equipment card from among them and put it into your hand. And then you put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Pretty good. If you don't have a creature, I mean, she can make a creature, she can go get you a creature, or you can dig for that equipment.
Yep.
It's just good stuff. And then she has a -3.
Just a -3.
Right.
She can do it immediately.
Yeah, +1, -2, -3. She starts with 4 loyalty. She can do this immediately. Nahiri, Heir of Ancients, deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to twice the number of equipment you control. Wow.
Doesn't hit a player, but...
Wow. That's
creature or
removal.
planeswalker. Yeah.
That's good removal, guys.
That's removal, yeah.
And the artwork is just, I mean, I know this is a borderless.
Yeah, this is the borderless we're looking at, but
artwork.
it's still.
Cool to see Core coming back, too, I guess, with going to Zendikar.
All right, so the other one we got was Jace Mirror Mage, 2 blue and 1. Kicker 2.
Cool.
Yes. Kicker 2.
That's just cool.
All right. So when Jace Mirror Mage enters the battlefield, if Jace was kicked, create a token that's a copy of Jace Mirror Mage, except it's not legendary and its starting loyalty is 1. Okay, so...
Right.
And then he only has 2 abilities, a +1 to Scry 2, and then a 0 reveal it. Remove a number of loyalty counters equal to that card's converted mana cost from Jace Mirror Mage.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing I thought of was, how does that last one work? If I've got if he's got 5 loyalty,
right.
Let's say I plussed him up, and on turn 2, draw a card and reveal it, and I draw something that cost 6. Because it says draw a card and reveal it. Does it just kill him? So we could have one thing on him, and you get whatever's on top.
As far as I can tell and how I feel it reads, yes, because the activation cost is 0. You pay the 0 loyalty cost, you get the effect. You draw a card and reveal it. Period. You do that part. You draw.
Because I've seen some people talking about this, thinking that it wasn't as strong as Nahiri.
Right.
And I don't know if this makes 2 things, and you can use one to scry, and then the other one to draw the best thing that you can get.
Yeah.
Early on, a big thing, it doesn't matter,
Right.
It seems pretty good to me.
Yeah.
But in a vacuum, what do I know? But that seems really strong.
It really does. That's some crazy art for Jace, too, by the way.
Worst case scenario, you scry 2 times, and you this card in the top 4.
You just dig through that deck like crazy.
I mean, you obviously scry with the cop 1, and if both those are crap, then you can scry with your other one. But if one of those cards is good that you scried on, you can use your guy with more cases.
Actually, you know what? I might scry with my 4 loyalty up to 5, see what I've got, then just kill off my little copy.
Yeah.
Then I got a big 5 loyalty planeswalker that somebody's got to deal with because I just scried 2, got a card. I'm sitting pretty good.
And the other thing is, it gets a land for nothing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it's
you want to hit your land drops in your control deck? Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Then this card will do it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't protect itself.
No, it does not.
Does not protect itself. So that's the big drawback.
Yeah.
If there is one, that's it.
While we're talking about Zendikar, I just want to talk about a theory I saw tossed around, which we don't have a lot about it. something they haven't really done, I guess, since like Morningtide. But people were talking about we may see some class tribal. They think in Zendikar with Adventure World, and we see the Nahiri caring about warriors. Some people are predicting there may be some class tribal stuff going on, more D&D like.
That makes sense.
We've been seeing more rogues in the last few sets. Warlocks became a character. They're thinking we're going to see some class tribal. I don't know if that's going to play out, but with just seeing Nahiri, maybe.
I could see that.
All right. Oh, yeah. Reserved list, guys. This article yet, but I have noticed, I do own some older cars, and I have noticed some things have been ticking away, as they do at times. Prices going up.
If you're an old timer, you know about the reserve list. If you're promise that Wizards made not to reprint certain cards. This happened early in the game, and if you want to get the lowdown, go to his article this week,
right? Because
he tells you all about it, and we're just not going to cover that that deep here. But it was a promise they made not to reprint certain cards because Magic is a collectible game,
right?
And in the Chronicles, that were worth $50 at the time, and made them to this day they're not worth $1.
Yep.
Nicol Bolas original. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Okay. You could get a copy for. Now, if you want original Legends, it's still got some value,
but
not as much if they hadn't made Chronicles. Though.
No.
You can go get Nicol Bolas for like $1. Okay.
They're more than one card. Yeah, they just tanked the value real bad.
So over the years, they modified, changed it, and then they eventually did away with it.
Yeah.
So anything printed after Urza's Legacy is open game. Okay. You can.
Destiny, right? The whole Urza's block.
The whole Urza's block.
Destiny's the last one. Okay.
Legacy,
Saga, Legacy, Destiny.
Okay. I got them backwards then.
No, I couldn't remember if it included Mask block or if it stopped at the end of Urza's block too. Is what I was. I was just asking. Yeah. I just like literally because.
All right, so everything past then totally reprintable.
Right.
Till then, they had different criteria. The last criteria they removed, which was in 2010, only 10 years ago when I opened, actually, the year that I opened, is that they took away the loophole of foil cards. So what Saffron Olive is saying is all they would have to do is reverse the foil loophole, and we could get reserve list cards printed in regular product.
Right.
Because they've changed it before, who's to say they won't change it again? Interesting topic to talk about, whether you come down in favor of or against the reserve list, whether it should be a thing. I know that a lot of people think it would be really cool to have a Black Lotus,
right?
Have Moxen, have a lot of those dual lands and whatnot that we can't have if you did get in early. But a lot of the people who have those have invested a substantial sum of money.
Yeah.
So it's a balancing act. And even lawyers can't figure out if there'd be a lawsuit that would come up
that holds water.
That would hold water, yeah. We could get Joe Pesci to argue for us all day. But there's a lot of discussion that comes up every once in a while. And it's every few years the cards spike and it brings the subject around again. And that's happening right now. So we just thought we would bring it up wherever you come down. I think mainly I'm pro-reserved list. Not that I have a bunch of the cards anymore.
Right.
But that I believe that it holds some cards, all others, and gives a true collectible for the format.
That's what I was about to say.
It's something a new player gets in, they can go, ooh.
It gives...
Shiny. Someday I can get one.
It makes it a true collectible, and it gives it the holy grail kind of things out there that are hard to get a hold of, that have that kind of price, and I think that may actually be part of Magic's power, is that it does have that other side to it.
It does that, but you could catch me tomorrow and I might tell you, hey, Magic's 27 years old. There's only 1,100 Alpha Lotuses, 32 or 3,300 betas, and a few thousand unlimiteds, and less than that available today because who knows how many of them are last for forever. with the history that we have, even if you make a brand new shiny Lotus that doesn't have the same art,
Right.
that comes in foil, that is 1 out of every 10 cases or some huge number, yeah, you could pick it up for a few $100s or less or whatever.
Right.
Does that really take the originals and make them worth less? In a collectible field, I'm not sure that it does. You can take Superman #1 as an example, which
Right.
isn't Superman #1.
Action Comics.
Action Comics. You know, Amazing Fantasy 15, first appearance of Spider-Man.
Right.
You can take Morgan dollars if you want to use those, or some kind of coinage.
Yeah.
They've made knockoffs of all these, reprinted these things, and the originals just keep climbing.
Yeah.
I don't think it takes anything away from them. So whether you catch me today, tomorrow, or in between, I may be on the fence a different way.
I know. I feel, because I wonder about some of these loopholes. One of the ones that I hear people talk about, and I mentioned to you earlier, is the gold border. If they made gold bordered cards with the other back like they did at one point, they are clearly not a normal Magic card. But Commander players sure don't mind, and things like that.
Of the RL, the reserve list.
Right.
So, I don't know. We thought we would present that for you because I don't believe we've really got into it before.
No,
in
I don't
80
think we've
episodes.
ever really touched about reserve
I don't think we've
list
touched on
much.
the reserve list, but it's a thing that's out there.
Yeah.
It's a thing that exists. Could it go away? Yes. What would the effects be? We could sit here all night and discuss that.
I don't know. I've always felt that I am scared the reserve list go away, is my feeling. I feel like it is a sign of not.
I used to feel that way. I'm past it after 27 years. I don't think it means the end like I thought it did in the first 10 or maybe in the first 15. Because if they just start trying to cash out,
Right.
that's what people would call it,
Right.
money grabbing. It's a true collectible. After 20-some years, it's the real deal, folks. It's the real deal.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to change. I don't think it's going to change that.
That's fair.
If the quality starts slumping, that's when we have to worry more than anything.
Right.
I think. So anyway, that's the reserve list. That's our take on it. We're going to jump right into Commander Legends because that's what you all want to hear about.
That's right.
Commander Legends. We got started on that this past week.
We got spoilers for everything under the sun in the last week.
So before we get to spoilers, let's talk a little bit. If you haven't read the articles or you don't know, Commander Legends comes out October 30th in a pre-release.
Yep.
Where available. They're going to come in 20-card packs, 2 Legends and a foil in every pack.
Yep.
You're going to draft 3 packs. You're going to pick 2 cards at each opportunity.
Pick.
Each pick is 2 cards. Then you're going to build a 60-card deck. Because 60 is to 100 as 40 is to 60.
Roughly.
Okay. And you're not constrained
To the Singleton rule.
Singleton rule.
It is Commander rules other than that.
They did not want you having the feel bad pick of getting a card late or that was really good that you couldn't take because you already had one, or picking a card because you forgot you had already chosen that same card and then having wasted a pick. So those things are happening. Now, to make this all work, they've brought back partner. Not partner with, just straight up partner. And it's only in monocolor. There are 41 of them. They've spoiled a couple. We'll get to those in a minute. And the thing that makes this work in this, talk about this spoiler real quick, called the Prism. 5 generic mana. He's a colorless shapeshifter. And if the Prismatic Piper is your commander, choose a color before the game begins. The Prismatic Piper is the chosen color, and he has partner. And his rarity is an...
Yeah.
He's supposed to appear about 1 in every 6 packs. It'll always be some in a draft. And you can play 2 of these and choose different colors if you don't end up with a colored commander, although from all the playtesting, Gavin Verhey, who's instrumental in this thing, says that he's seen it less than 10 times. It's a rare thing that you need to use this. These things are always available.
Yeah.
So even if you don't draft one, I believe you're allowed to have one. So we proxy or whatever so that you have commanders. You will have commanders. So that's what makes this work. So you're still having 40 live. Commander damage still works. All those other things. So that's how it's going to draft. That's how it's going to play. Let's talk about some spoilers.
Yeah. First off, I want to hit the cycle.
Hit it.
We're gonna
hit for the cycle.
That's right.
Oh, we should have spent some quality time at the beginning.
Yeah.
Would it mess everybody up if we did it at the end, I guess?
I think we...
So, go ahead. Hit for the cycle.
All right. We are finishing off the cycle of crowd lands, I've heard them being called now. Yeah, they're commander lands specifically, really. They enter the battlefield tapped. So we finished that off.
Commander duels.
Yeah. We got the enemy cycle of that. So in blue-red, we got Training Center, which is really cool. Is it looking art? All the art on all of these are great.
Oh, yeah.
Undergrowth Stadium is our green-black one. Vault of Champions is the black-white one. Rejuvenating Springs for green and blue. And Spectator Seating is the Boros one in red and white. And they just look awesome. I'm happy to have that cycle complete because I'm kind of wondering when we were going to get that complete.
And it has been confirmed that these are the only 5. We're not getting the other half of the cycle in the set.
Right.
Gavin Verhey has confirmed that.
But all 10 now exist wild, so you can pick them up.
Well, when this comes out, they'll exist out. They don't currently.
Right.
Don't go chasing. Don't grab like some sleeves and go out snipe hunting for dual lands. Don't.
I just got a great little mental image out of that too.
Plan we know about is Mana Confluence. It's coming back.
Yeah, great.
Getting a reprint for that. So that's lands. Now another thing they're doing in this set is there's collector boosters. And in the collector boosters, there's the opportunity to get 2 cards not available part of the regular set.
Right.
I'm not sure if they're available in regular boosters, but there are 32 additional cards not part of the set that get a special foil treatment and are in the collector boosters. Again, it's confusing,
weird.
Folks.
Yeah,
I got to get all that straightened. Yeah. So Prosh, Sky Raider of Kerr, which we all know.
Oh, Prosh, yeah.
Not all of us love him. But he is one of those, and it's a new foiling process.
The frame and everything is awesome. It looks really good.
Trying to remember, it's like an etched foil.
Yeah.
They're calling it. And it's supposed to look a little bit like some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Foilings.
Right. From what I've...
There's a video of one out there. Go check it out, guys.
They do not actually have a different texture, even though when you first see them, they appear...
They look like they might have a rough texture, but they don't.
They don't.
It's just the appearance.
It's the appearance, but it's been confirmed.
They look sweet. They do look sweet. So Prosh is in there. Again, that's a reprint.
Right.
But again, all of the partners are monocolored. No 2 or 3 color partners, although there will be 2 and 3 colors. There's 41 monocolors. That includes the Piper, who's a no color. And then there are 30 for a total of 71, and there are 32 and 3 color.
Yeah.
You want to hit this one, you like red, and this one is maybe the most busted one we've seen so far.
Right. I'll hit Alina Kessig Trapper. She is a human scout for a red and 4 legendary creature, obviously. She's a 4/3. She has first strike and partner. And here's the activated ability. You tap her to add an amount of red mana equal to the greatest power among creatures you control that entered the battlefield this turn. Okay. I can do that.
Yeah, mana production, but I'm a little concerned. This is an uncommon.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned that this card is maybe 2. It does cost 5.
Yeah. It costs
But
5.
this isn't like temporary mana like red usually gets, or even it's not even conditional mana.
No.
Really, I mean you do have to have a creature into the battlefield
That turn.
to get any mana that turn to
Right.
get mana out of it. But still, you play this on turn 5, and on turn 6 you play a big thing, and then another big thing. Yeah, it does seem good.
Gruel-like?
Rule-like. And if you haven't seen the artwork for Prismatic Piper, go get you some.
Oh, man.
Because this Seb McKinnon,
I say it pretty much every time we see a new piece of his art. God, he knocks it out of the park here.
all right, so then we get Halana, and these were first.
These were part of a story back in. They were story characters.
Last time we were in Innistrad?
I believe so.
Last time we were in Innistrad, and people fell in love with them. They were in a lot of the flavor text. So they finally get cards. Halana Kessig Ranger, green and 3. It's a 3/4, so it counters the 4/3.
3, yep.
Legendary creature, human archer. Reach. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. When you do, that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature.
So I can put these two together as partners and run my Gruul deck and...
Yeah. So you cast a creature, you make mana, even if you tap out, you make mana with that, pay 2 to deal damage. Yeah.
Seems good.
Just play haste creatures over here, and then you kill the blocker and swing through. Yeah. Seems solid.
Seems fair to me. Seems like fair magic. We got finally we got a new card for Baron Singir. We have Singir, the dark original creatures from way back in Magic Day that deserved an updated legendary, I believe. He is a legendary vampire noble for 2 black and 4. He's a 4/4 with flying. Whenever another creature dies, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Singir, the Dark Baron. Whenever another player loses a game, you gain life equal to that player's life total as the turn began. And he has partner. So
it says when another creature dies.
Not another creature dies that he has dealt damage to, which is
Not even
normal.
another one of your creatures.
Right. The old vampire text was whenever a creature died that the vampire had dealt damage to.
Yeah, and it was irrelevant most of the time.
Most of the time. That made it, but that second, that is the game. That's interesting.
It is interesting. It makes you want to find a way to kill them while they still got lots of life, so you can have it.
But you don't even have to be the one to kill them. Just whenever a player loses a game.
Well, that is also true.
Yeah.
I don't even need to off them.
No.
Just sit back and ride the wave.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right, so we got Command Tower and Commander Sphere.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what those are, you probably don't play Commander. And
yeah.
You probably shouldn't even be listening to us right now. So let's pass those.
That's fair.
But White gets, because it ain't out there yet.
That's right.
Gets something good. Keeper of the Accord. It's White and 3. It's a 3/4. That's not a bad rate.
No. 3 for 3/4.
Listen up. It's a human soldier. At the beginning of each opponent's end step,
That sounds good already.
if that player controls more creatures than you, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token.
Okay.
Each. So 4-player game, if everybody's ahead of you on creatures, you're going to catch up. They're going to be 1/1 soldiers, but, you're going to catch up. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if that player controls more lands than you, you may search your library for a basic Plains card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Each. Oh, they cultivated over here? You can go get one. Oh, they did a Boundless Realms over here? That'd be me. You can go get a Plains.
Oh, this guy's playing Azusa? I get to go get one every turn?
So, boom. It's going to help White catch up, which has been a problem.
It really is. It's a good way to do it, too.
I'm going to say it here, and I'm probably going to say it again in Reblogatog, but they are catching White up pretty good, in my opinion,
Yep.
and Red is falling behind.
Yeah.
I think Red might actually be in the back at this point, not White. What are we looking at?
Why there's 3 different...
Buy box?
This is a buy a box?
Or pre-release.
Okay.
Preview, yeah.
Okay, because I was like, there's the new frame, a regular, and
there's multiple arts for Sing Gear.
Yeah. I mean, he's the big, he's
Yeah.
He's going to be the face they're going to use on this set, I'd imagine some.
So that's the stuff we know so far about Commander Legends.
Which is coming out, what did you say, October?
October 30th, right before Halloween.
Nice.
Is the pre-release for it. And then the week after that is the launch.
Awesome.
So I will be getting some of that on the schedule as we get closer. So watch for that. All right. We are making time here.
Yep.
10th anniversary is coming up, guys. 2 weeks from today is September 10th. Is my 10th anniversary. We'll be doing episode. We talked about it earlier. I've got shirts coming. I've got a playmat for special events coming with new artwork from Ricky and Cheryl. I don't know if either one of them are in here. I gave them theirs today. Theirs are one of a kinds. No, none of the others are going to be exactly like theirs. And I'm having those made locally. I've got, like I said, shirts coming. I've got the window decals up there. We're going to have a sale going. I posted that earlier this week. That is 10% off everything in the store.
Yep.
Everything. Even stuff I normally don't, like dice and Cards Against Humanity and stuff. Everything. There will be select orange tagged merchandise that is 40% off instead of 10.
Ooh.
And all Magic singles that are $10 or more. $10 or more are buy one get one.
Yep.
So that is the sale I got running. It will be running all that week. The 9th, the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th. All 4 of those days, you can get all that stuff for those prices. So that's coming. Missing anything else?
No,
I think that's the main stuff for the anniversary. Yeah.
For the anniversary, and then we just...
Yeah. We were almost going to be done.
Yeah.
So we're
a little
bit longer.
Yeah, we're going to go a little longer.
We got 2 things left because I thought we would have it next week. We've been doing his teasers for new sets for the last couple, or 3. I don't remember when he started them again.
Yeah.
And he dropped this apparently this afternoon. So here you go. Zendikar Rising. You want to start or you want me to? Do the first one.
I'll take the first one here. All right, we got a white creature that can make an opponent lose the game simply by attacking them, no matter how much life they have.
Just by attacking.
My guess is that its power is going to be equal to opponent's life total. Because we've never seen that. We've seen it be equal to your own life total.
I think there's going to have to be some condition to let it attack. I mean, like you have to pay mana or something. It can't just be a straight-up creature that attacks. That's mean.
I'm just saying that we've had white creatures that have a lot power equal to your own life total before, but I'm wondering, that's why they say no matter what your life total is, because that's how big the creature is.
But it's just by attacking. They don't have to do damage.
Oh, that's true.
They just attack.
That's true.
Hey, I'm attacking with this creature. You're dead. So there's got to be some kind of payment that goes into that.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, a multicolored creature that lets you repeatedly reanimate permanents out of your opponent's graveyard for no mana. A multicolored creature lets you repeatedly reanimate permanents out of your opponent's graveyard for no mana. It's got to be for life.
It's got to be for life.
It's got to be for life. It's got to be.
If it's not mana, I mean, it can't be free. It can't be free. We have, I don't know how they're fitting this on cards, but we have 3 creatures with 5 creature types.
Yeah, I don't know unless they put it down in the text box.
Dude,
this thing is also A or something, you know.
I can't. I was like, well, we have cat, dog. Those are both only 3 letters. Like what are the shortest?
That would go along with your tribal. Well, that's just creature types. So
yeah,
I don't know. 5 creature types on a line. That's a bunch.
That's a bunch.
An artifact granting +2/+2 to a subset of creatures that first appeared in Alpha. You're getting our hot takes here because we didn't have a chance to look this up. We literally found this minutes before we went live. +2/+2 is weird too, right?
That's the word throwing me off here. It doesn't say a creature type that's existed since Alpha. A subset of creatures.
You think they're bringing ATOGs back?
Well, I don't know.
ATOGs would eat. The original ATOG ate stuff to get a +2/+2.
First one ate artifacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, You're not saying a creature type.
I don't
What's
know
a subset if it's not a type?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
X is going to be being used for a variable. It's never been. What
kind of variable could it be used for?
So it's not damage, life, or +1/+1 counters, or -1
mana cost.
I don't know.
X. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Power toughness. We get stars and zeros.
We get stars and zeros, I guess.
Could you use X for power? I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. They do the zeros, and then you get X +1/+1 counters is usually how
yeah. So
I don't know what the variable is.
I don't know. A 6/6 artifact creature that costs 3, and a 7/5 artifact creature that can cost 3. So the 6/6 does cost 3, and the 7/5
yeah,
artifact creature can cost 3. I almost missed that can.
Yeah. Does this remind you of anything like back in the day? A 1-mana 12/12 was coming, so you're like, how
do we know that? So.
Yeah. We also have the return of 4 mana symbols that have each only ever been used on 2 cards before. I
think that's called the Tubrid.
I believe that's got to be.
It's hybrid with a 2 generic
or a color
or one of a color.
That
this is our hot take. We didn't look it up. But that's the hot take.
Yeah, that was the only thing I could think of because we were both pretty sure the Phyrexian had been used cards in each color.
Lands that come with a choice you've never had before. Now I don't know if we want to put it here.
Yeah,
put it.
Yeah,
there are leaks out there that suggest we're going to get. They're calling them dual lands, but I don't want to call them a dual land. That transform, and when you play it. You choose which side enter. You could play it if it was a blue-white land. You could play it with the white side that produced white mana, or you could play it so that it produced blue. I saw some mocked up online. These are not a for sure thing,
right?
But that could be a thing.
Could be,
I suppose.
We have targeted enchantment removal in black.
I didn't think they were going to give us that.
I think it's still going to be conditional to some degree. I don't think it's just going to be destroy target enchantment.
So
it's
probably some life payment,
something like that.
Sacrifice creatures, something. Yeah. A red-white creature with a line of rules text that starts with whenever and ends with draw a card. So whenever something happens, draw a card on a red-white creature.
Whenever you equip an equipment to a creature. We already saw equipment with Nahiri. I'm going to guess it's going to be something. We're going to play in that space in red-white. And then our last one teaser here is we have a card with 3 different activated abilities that all copy something. Which, cool. So
I mean, we already got Riku. Riku does.
Yeah.
He copies a spell or he copies a creature, so I don't know.
Are those both activated?
Yeah.
Okay.
You pay for them. I think they're activated.
I was like, basically, Mirrorworks does 2 things. It's a land that you can, sack it 2 different ways, 2 different kind of things. I don't know. 3, though. A lot of options. But that brings us back around, guys. We are still taking sign-ups for a box break of Zendikar Rising.
Which we will do the week of the 18th, so it'll be on the 17th.
Yes.
I still have some slots open in the first one. If it fills, there's plenty of time to do another one.
Yes.
$15, and this is going to be on a set booster box, not a
like we normally do,
but a set booster.
The new set boosters.
Yeah. Assuming I get plenty of them. There's words that we'll see.
Well, we will see. I mean, there's also been the rumors out there. There's extra Zendikar Rising. There isn't extra. There's one less distributor now.
Yeah, they're not being overprinted, guys. They're having to redistribute from a distributor that WotC has chose not to do business with anymore. So
there has been some misinformation on that. People thinking, especially collector boosters, are getting overprinted for Zendikar. It's not that they're overprinted. It's just that there's one less distributor they're going to. So the distributors that have them,
there's probably some people out there that are going to be unhappy because they can't get them because their LGS didn't get their account changed over in time or couldn't get an order or something.
That's always going to happen.
It's not going to happen here, but it could happen somewhere.
Yeah.
I think we've reached the end of it, and not too bad. We're only a couple minutes over our 1 hour, so we did pretty good. Hey, we thank you guys for tuning in and watching us. We're going to try to crank out a Reblog and Talk episode. I'll be posting up the stuff on the auction a little bit later.
Mirrodin Beseiged Prerlease Faction packs on that, guys. All right?
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, and don't forget, come on out to Grove Gamers Guild.
Where everybody knows your game.